On July 26, 2025, Delta Flight 2809 approached San Francisco International Airport under a heavy blanket of evening fog. The Boeing 757-300, arriving from Minneapolis, made its final approach, its landing lights piercing the dense marine layer. Inside the cabin, passengers prepared for a routine landing, unaware of the dramatic events about to unfold. The aircraft touched down at 9:35 p.m., taxiing toward the gate as airport lights illuminated the runway. As passengers reached for their belongings, a sudden tension filled the air, signaling that something was not right. A group of law enforcement officers boarded the plane, moving purposefully toward the cockpit as passengers watched in confusion. A group of law enforcement officers pushed their way up through the aisle, heading straight for the cockpit. The officers stormed the cockpit, breaching the flight deck where the crew was located. Inside the cockpit, federal agents swiftly took the co-pilot into custody and placed him in handcuffs. The handcuffed co-pilot was escorted down the aisle as stunned passengers watched the arrest unfold. Passengers on board whispered among themselves, trying to understand what could warrant such a dramatic arrest. A senior federal official confirmed that the co-pilot was arrested on charges related to child sexual abuse materials. These cases often involve complex digital forensics, with investigators analyzing electronic evidence to build their case. The revelation of the charges left many passengers in shock, adding to the trauma of the experience. Multiple agencies, including Homeland Security investigations and the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office, coordinated the arrest at San Francisco International Airport. Inside the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office, deputies and investigators prepared the arrest warrant and coordinated the operation. Homeland Security investigations agents worked closely with local authorities, highlighting the serious federal charges involved in this case. Careful coordination was required to safely execute the arrest on a commercial aircraft, involving airport operations and law enforcement. Authorities have not released the co-pilot's name, citing the ongoing investigation and privacy concerns. Investigators are carefully preserving all evidence, ensuring the chain of custody is maintained throughout the process. Specialists are meticulously analyzing digital devices for evidence, a process that can take weeks or even months. The case remains active, with legal proceedings underway and the suspect's identity still withheld from the public. Passengers were left in shock and disbelief as law enforcement officers stormed the plane and arrested the co-pilot. Witnessing a trusted authority figure being taken away in handcuffs was a moment none of the passengers would soon forget. Outside the airport, passengers recounted their experiences to reporters, still processing the dramatic events they had witnessed. At baggage claim, the incident became the sole topic of conversation as strangers bonded over the bizarre experience. Law enforcement officials provided limited information, emphasizing the ongoing nature of the investigation and the importance of operational security. Delta Airlines stated their full cooperation with authorities and reaffirmed their commitment to passenger safety. Authorities stressed that certain details remain confidential to protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation. Official statements were carefully crafted to inform the public while safeguarding sensitive investigative details. The coordinated response ensured passenger safety, allowing law enforcement to apprehend the suspect without endangering anyone on board. Behind every public safety operation are countless hours of investigation, often carried out quietly and late into the night. Every day, millions of flights operate safely, thanks to the dedication of aviation professionals and security teams. With the arrest complete, the legal process now begins, ensuring that justice will be served through the courts. The safety of air travel is protected by multiple layers of security, both visible and behind the scenes.